Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's June 17th, 2010. The outside markets this morning giving us a little bit of support here in the grain markets today. We got dollar down 32, crude oil mixed to lower, down around 50 cents right now. Stock market looks like it's going to open anywhere from 25 to 30 higher here in the index. The big news this morning was export sales. The corn, they were looking for 600 to 900, came in at 1.225 million metric tons. The soybeans, a bit disappointing. We had 136,000 tons that were canceled for old crop, 316,000 tons sale in new crop beans. For a net of 316. They were looking for 350 to 550, so that's a bit on the negative side. Reports and talk that China may be in trying to buy some more old crop beans, but no final USDA reports of that yet. But the big surprise on the export sales number came in wheat. 150 to 350 the trade was expecting. Came in at 960 here for last week's sales. Also, there's talk this morning in the wheat that Saudi Arabia is in looking for 990,000 tons of wheat, which would be their largest purchase this year. Other news in the corn, for instance, weather in China is still a concern. However, there is talk in the forecast that the dry areas in the southern part of China, corn growing areas, expected some rain here over the next couple days. The soybeans are being affected here this morning and getting support from still weather concerns in Canada. The soybean plantings or canola planting up there is running way behind, and that should support soybean oil indirectly. The planting here in U.S. is still a problem. Weather systems continue to move across the Midwest, slowing down soybean plantings. Again, more talk of prevented planting being taken by producers for soybeans as June 20th approaches, which is the insurance date. So there is some concern that we may not get as many bean acres planted as earlier thought, which is providing some support here today. The other news coming out of Washington for soybeans is the biodiesel credit was defeated yesterday in the Senate, so that is going to have to go back to the floor if we want to try to get that passed. But right now, it has been defeated. Some technical areas support that you might watch here today in the corn, 345. The 10-day moving average is also kind of critical in the corn. It's around 346 3/4. Watch that closely. We got resistance at 360.5, and then again at 373.5. Soybeans, the range that we're in there is about 961 to support at 942. If we break out either way there, we've got 927 as the next level of support, and then 976 as resistance. Wheat in kind of a narrow range here of 468 as resistance, and 451 is your first level of support there. In the livestock trade, quiet trade in the country. Some few cattle have traded at 91, and 91 is the bids from packers in the south. Offers are still at 92 to 93. We heard that some cattle did trade in the corn belt here at around 145.5 on the carcass basis, with bids at 145 to 146. We do have cattle on feed report out tomorrow. Fairly neutral in the on-feed number. The on-feed number is expected to be around, on the average, about 1% higher. The big area that people will be watching is the placement expected to be up about 22%. So that could be a factor that moves this market and puts some pressure on cattle here. But keep an eye on that and keep in touch with your Allendale representative. We'll get you all the details as it unfolds. The choice cattle carcasses were down 44 yesterday, select down 31. The trade today, we've still got plenty of meat around, and that's the thing that is keeping cattle futures under some pressure, or not allowing them to rally. Technically, we've got resistance just above the market here, and look for that to be met with some selling pressure if we get any kind of rally here today. In the hogs, cutout values were down sharply yesterday, down 142. However, cash markets are firmer today as the packers need to get some hogs around them here going into the weekend. And the futures seem to be on a track to move higher here. We expect things to trade a little higher today, and we're close to this downtrend resistance line. If we can break through that, we feel like we've got several dollar run potential on the upside. So stay in touch there, and we'll be happy to discuss any strategies that you might have. So give us a call here at Allendale at 800-262-7538. We wish everybody a very successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.